Well, good afternoon. It's lovely to be here. I'm just going to double check that where I'm at is the right place on my Facebook, and it looks like that is correct, that I'm somewhere here in 5 Foot Rope TV. And I'm Ros Boundy, not the psychic medium today, not at this point in the day, but I'm here for Boomer Press and to share with you a few more ideas and ways that we can continue to get our writing together. I have, over the previous episodes, just moved through what is a series of questions in a box of lovely questions called Life Story. I haven't got that to hand at the moment because I need to still check out what are the legalities of doing that live on stream without having the permission from a publisher, because I think that that's possibly very similar to reading aloud from books. That type of thing is probably going to sit in the same arena, so I've stopped actually sharing that for the moment. That'll be something that I'll create some questions and things like that myself when it's class time in the community that I'm going to be creating for those who are interested in writing. And through Boomer Press, create a Boomer Press Book Nook community, as well as doing these live streams now. So I'm enjoying the process of learning the how. I'm structuring this, and yes, it might seem a little bit ad hoc and a bit all over the place at the moment because I'm learning too. So sometimes the best way to do these things is to whilst learning is to do them, is what I meant, and I mentioned that last evening as well. What I did there was share some just having a look, see that I'm actually on the right things. It looks a bit weird because I've got is this actually live in the event? I thought that I had structured it so that it was going to be live in the event. It's all right. You can let me know where you're watching from, whether you're watching from within the event that you'd clicked on this in that list. You can write replay event, or if it's just direct from what is the chat stream, you can just do that as replay by itself, just so I can gauge a bit of which way it's presenting more readily for those who want to watch from an event or from the actual live stream chat area, commenting area, I think. You know, the bit that's in the middle of when you join in with 5 Foot Rope. I know I'm not making it very clear what I'm meaning, but I'm hoping you know what I mean. So anyway, what I have put together as a continuity thingy from last night, I've actually got up where we got to as far as the wrap to write goes. Now I'm wanting to just share the screen. I think I can do it this way, and it should show up, and I'm hoping that shows up in the stream. Does it? Yes, I got it right this time. So this is where we got to as far as the wrap to write last night goes, and I was able to. I just don't need those things there. The way that you log into it is through the Future Fiction Academy. So this will be what shows up once you actually asked to join with this wrap to write. And there's another class. Oh, that was thank you for your purchase. You go to there, and then it gets you to this part here where you can learn more about the wrap to write. And this is the wrap to write program itself. So what we needed to do for this to work, which we figured out last night, this here, as far as the Open Router API key, we need an Open Router API. So here you would join this one here, by going open router.ai, and you get a key through this, and I'm pretty sure we do a sign in with this one. That's all the different types of models that Open Router has. So you'd actually go to a sign in for Open Router and use an email address. This one I'd be using is the Abigail Betts, and then it would be going through from that. No account. Oh, so I don't have an account with that. Let me just pause on where I'm at here because I think what I need to do is just have a quick investigation of what's happening here into the how. It has been a while since I've actually done this myself with my other email, the one that I do work with. It's not the Abigail, it's Boomer Press. And I was going to try doing it with the Abigail because I haven't, it's just that it's fresh. I haven't done it, and I was going to show you through the how to do it. But that's not going to work at the moment. So I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to investigate that. So that's a bummer. Okay, let me just go do it a different way. And I'll go here. I'm just going to open the Wrap2Write and bring up a new project in my Boomer Press. So log in. I'm just going to log into the Boomer Press one first and bring up. Oh, I haven't got my Open Router key in that one either. Okie doke. Let me just have a quick look and see if I can bring that up for us without being on screen. And I do have to go to a different area. I'm hoping that you can't hear the dog, because Oreo is being a bit of a pain in the neck with his barking at the moment, so I shut him out. And I have a funny feeling he's actually got louder and noisier because of it. So it's becoming a bit of a problem. He's just barking at everything out there. Here we go. Open Router is this one. And I've just got to put that in here. And then I should be able to, like that. Right, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, here we go. Let me share this screen. I'm hoping it works. Okay, as I mentioned before, it is a lot of the, as I'm learning and doing with you guys, you're learning too. So I am really excited at how easy this is to use once you get a bit of the hang of it. So when you first come into it from this space, oops, wrong thing, oops, that was a naughty. Oh my gosh, that's still a naughty. I'm putting things on the screen that I'm not meant to. And that's okay. It's done now. You won't, yeah. Okay. I'm trying to find where is that is the open. So this is the one that is without the key. I'm just wondering whether it uses the same key or it doesn't, whether it can into this one. I've got two screens open. This is doing really well, isn't it? I'm going to drop that one. Let's see what it does. And drop that one so we've got a clear back screen. Is that showing a clear back screen? It's clear enough, yes, good. So this is where we were. I've got the Open Router key there, and I'm hoping that what it brings up is the correct ones of the groups. No, it's not. So I'm going to have to change it round. It's going to have to be this one. And let's bring that one up. Let's go out of this one, and here we go. So here we go. What I'm going to do is just to create something that's called an outline, as a page outline for a fiction book. I'm hoping this works. I haven't tried it out as far as, you know, this medium by doing it live before, and I've left myself with probably only 15 minutes to show it to you in. But what we start with, there's the AI, and you've got the models that you've got a choice of free models, all models, favourites. You can set up your own favourites and that type of thing. So this is where we're using the, I'm just going to use the free models and see what it comes up with. And we're going to use, here we've got what drops down as those models. I'm just going to use that's there, the Gemini 2.0, and the output limit's going to be above average, just so it gives us a bit of a feedback response as part of what we're doing, okay? And here we set up the instructions. Now this one comes with, wrong thing. That's interesting. The instructions are there. That takes you to, I will show you where it's taking us to. So there we have it, the all-in-one, how you do set it up and all of that. So it's quite a concise set of instructions to be able to follow through with, okay? So from there, we go to settings is what I was going to do. It does have some standard settings here that you don't need to worry about for now. And what we're wanting to do is just let the AI know what we're wanting from it. And we're just saying you are a world-class author of romance, and you'd like to assist me with writing an outline for a cozy small town romance and I'm going to put Australia because that's where I am. And that's all I'm going to do for now. I know there's other ways to refine it. So you save that there, and the way that this works is it uses the hotkeys, as you can see here that I'm pointing at these ones that are turning on and off, that I'm toggling with the keyboard and that. I leave them all on, but these are the keys that you use is this / key. So when we're here in this particular area that is the chat area that you write in and you review what is being fed, to start with that particular, here we have a look at what the prompt is. So there's the reminder of a prompt there, and so that's what's going to be going through. I've got to shift these things out of the way. I've got other stuff in the way, so apologies there. So we're going to just close that out now and just say, could you write a 10 chapter outline for the first part of this, book? And then you do that / oh, no you don't. I'm just trying to think. I think it's that one. Oh, which one is it? Let me have a look. Oh, I had the wrong / no I didn't. There, I did. So you do that / and it starts to write some ideas for what might be something that you'd like to pick up as far as some of the words for the book. So it goes down, it's done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chapters. And the thing that I like to do, instead of trying to read it, leave it highlighted. See that little button there? You just click, you're confirming it, or I could have clicked on the equals button. because the equals button is this one that's there. So that's the one that I leave whatever is standard within the wrap to right, so that's how I've become used to hitting the backslash or the equals. But these ones up the top here, the thumbs up, thumbs down, will do the same. Each of these particular icons are pretty much like a word processor, but not exactly, because there are certain things that each of these will do differently to a word processor. Okay, so it's from here that if you like the look of some of this, you read through. It's called validating it, so that what you're doing is then reading through what the AI has given you, which, if you remember, our AI was this one, the Gemini 2 Flash X, that one, that's the free one. And it's brought this up, and it's called the Outline for a Fiction Book. So you go through, and if there's anything that you would rather be a different name or something that doesn't quite gel with you as you're reading through, for instance, we're going through this one. That's at 32, Ava Walker decides to leave her bustling city life in Sydney behind, seeking solace and a fresh start in the quaint town of Willowbend, a place her grandmother often spoke of, filled with fond memories from her childhood. As she arrives, the natural beauty of the Australian outback overwhelms her, but the silence feels daunting and lonely. So that's just the basis of what might be a chapter. And you might decide that you would rather call this something completely different. So it could be whoop whoop. Like Australian towns sometimes have it, like Woolloomooloo and those sorts of things, Wagga Wagga. Whoop whoop's just as good because it's out whoop whoop. Just to be completely satirical, you can change each of these types of areas as much as you like. So even if you want to go through and change the name rather than being Ava Walker, you can do that. And each one of them you can move through and say, yeah, I do like them, or I don't, or I want it completely different. And for this, I'd be needing to copy this and just change the Willow Bend to Whoop Whoop Bend as you go through seeing those. You can copy all of this out and put into a different program like Word. Well, Word I probably wouldn't, but I use Google Docs a lot. So you'd copy the whole lot. It shows you that it's copied down the bottom here. And you paste it somewhere else that you can actually do the find and replace type of a function. So I don't think this one doesn't have that. So you'd either go through and replace each of the town references of the Willow Bend with whoop whoop or whatever you wanted to do. But as you can see, this would take a fair bit of time. So the copy paste and whoops. I went and did that one wrong, didn't I? Whoop, whoop. I didn't do the copy paste properly. I deleted it. So anyway, that's the type of thing that you could do, so you can move through and have it do the full process. There's another one there. I'll just do that quickly. So with all of that, then you'd go on creating another file. So you'd go, oops, I'm just trying to find where that add one is. There's all folders there. Add new folder, switch to active folder. Folders are a new thing for me. New document. So here you've got just add a new document. Here is where you'd add the title, and it's already given us the potential love in the heart of the outback. So you'd call that project Love in the Heart of the Outback. And then you'd go to this one. Now you'd call this potentially chapter 1. There's so much more to writing these books though, and you'd toggle this one here on so that it would reference this. As you may remember, this prompt that was here that we first started there it's got continue the story below. So we don't need to actually continue adjusting this. We can leave that as it is. We've got this one toggled on. We can go here and just hit that backslash key. Oops, I've got the wrong one again. Do the backslash. It was just my... so now it's going to... Well, it's called it chapter 11, but it's continuing on from chapter 10. I think my prompt was create 10 chapters, wasn't it? So now it's gone on to 13, 14, all of those there. Okay, so there we go. I'd have to call this one outline instead, outline 11 to 20. And this one here would be, I'd go back to that and go outline 1 to 10 or something like that. So then, you can do another document, go to the document and call this chapter 1, and go create further detail and story for chapter 1 from the outline as above. I think that's how it would work, and we hit that backslash and here we go. It's actually creating a story. So that's a bit of a roughly of how easy it is to work through what is such an easy way of doing a fiction book. There certainly is other details around it and learning it in a bit more finessed way, of course, because when you take the time to actually read through what the AI is giving you as the story and creating that flow, sometimes it does go a little bit walkabouts and gets a bit lost in itself. So you do need to be the conductor almost of the orchestra of how the story will flow, and in that sort of respect, pulling it together so it does continue to flow as a fiction story. But the thing with the Raptor and some of these other types of AI programs is that the ability to be a really handy assistant tool for you, even when doing non-fiction as well as memoir writing too, so that you can actually put in some of the details in, you upload your own details of what you already remember as far as your own story and just get it to compile it all together. The one I like the most for that type of work though is the Scrivener so far. I really have found that to be a great bonus in organising. Although there is another one that as part of the Raptor Write, the Future Fiction Academy, the Raptor Write aspect with the Future Fiction Academy course that you sign into for free with the Raptor Write is the ability to use Notion. So I don't know a great deal about Notion yet myself. So that might be the next step that I can take you through, learn and show as I go in setting up Notion, so that for memoir writing it's got those different areas that you can organise your research if you're researching some of your other family bits and pieces with their stories and wanting to do it more as a genealogy as well, or just a place that you can put all of your stuff as a project management type of arena to sort it as you're moving it into what is the the story format of the book. Once you get to that point of collating everything and bringing it together as a book, it makes it really exciting for that. So here I've got part of what I've already... Now let me see, I've got to try and shift that across so I can share the screen. So that here we have this as the part you can see here where we started doing those other areas using the questions that I was showing you through before, and how I was writing them from my own experience. So this is where, with the scrivener, this is what I'm showing you now as the scrivener, so that what you're seeing here is a way of sorting them out that then can collate it into what is a compiled book, because you can see that here as I'm highlighting that little box up there. It takes you to an option to compile, and there you've got it ready once you've got the full structure worked out for your book. So there's a lot of possibilities in different apps and programs to use. These are what I'm going to be using, and they, I do know of some others that I can help you through your compiling and formatting and all of that sort of thing. But I'll show you bits and pieces of those as I go along with the various episodes with this Boomer Press book Nook. And we'll see how far we can go in giving you a leg up so that you can start writing and keep writing, because I'm so totally wanting to encourage you to get it started. Don't leave it too late until it is too late. So, whether it is just the plain paper, notebook, pen and paper, that type of thing, or whether you want to do it on computers and the rest, there is a way that I can help you, guide you, and get you writing and having that completed book in your hands at some point in time. Like I mentioned last night, it's not a race. It's not something that's having to be, competing against someone else. It's you being able to learn and take your time and just get things done one step at a time. So thank you for joining me with this. Now, I haven't put a link in yet to what I can help you with. There, I'm just trying to find it because I had to hide some of my little bits and pieces here on the side, so it didn't show up, of course. Now I'm trying to find the one that gives you a free 30-minute, I think it's a free 30-minute, I've just got to double check this, make an appointment with me for a video call. And I'm hoping to like heck that this is what's going to be the one that's popping up as the correct link. I've just got to check it before I do put it in the links. Just checking first. Thank you so much for your patience. Some of this stuff does take a little bit of time to work it through. Oh no, that's actually to a studio meeting. That's not the... I thought it was the actual appointment button. It's not. So at the moment, what I'm going to do is I'll put it in the comments underneath once we've finished this live stream. Okay, and I'll get back to you on that one, because it looks like, as per usual, not 100% prepared, and I should have been. So thank you for joining me. Certainly put the replay or replay event in there if you're watching this as that is the from the event notice, because I know I did put in the relevant RTMP. Thoroughly enjoyed sharing time with you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Thursday at 5:30 Adelaide time again as well. So bye for now.